Pictures, everything you want to know. The Outdoor Index in our app.
Dad, where do bunnies live? How tall can trees grow? Where does the sun go at night?
The 2026 Subaru Forester. Trust the real search engine.
Where do babies come from?
And here's your drink. Thanks.
New smash burgers at A&W, made with grass-fed beef, only for a limited time.
Still waiting to figure this out? End the waiting game. Felix connects you with a doctor online, so you can get an ED treatment plan that's right for you. Get started for free at felix.ca. Felix, we'll see you now.
PetSmart is celebrating 30 years in Canada. From June 1st to 3rd, members earn 10 times the points on merchandise and services. Then stick around. June 4th to the 7th is packed with tail-wagging savings, in-store and online. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
I'm George Strombolopoulos, and one of my favorite things about this country is that, like all good things, you can't really have all of it. You try to experience as much as you can, but most of it remains a mystery and out of reach. I remember riding a motorcycle across this country, trying to breathe in all the air, or being up in Churchill, Manitoba on the tundra, trying to convince the driver of the buggy to stop, let me hop over and get onto the ice so I could run into Hudson's Bay, even though there were polar bears in sight. Much to everybody's chagrin, but my joy, he said yes. A city boy in Hudson's Bay, come on.
Burger King Canada invited fans and skeptics to try their elevated Whopper, new fries, new nuggets, and new onion rings.
Not what I remember. This is actually really good, man.
Told you.
It's so good.
Burger King over everything.
For our blind and low vision viewers, the Weather Network offers regional audio description weather reports during our local forecast on the 10s.
We've got some pretty incredible shots coming at you here in Share Your Weather. The structure of the thunderstorms this week, wow, out of this world throughout southern Manitoba. You can see the leading edge of that thunderstorm. We also saw twin tornadoes in Carman, Manitoba on June the 2nd. That's about an hour southwest of Winnipeg. Now the skies, they've been a little changeable over BC. You can see Coquitlam here. Brad 604, thanks for connecting with us, for sharing this weather story. Beautiful view there with the mountains off in the distance and the gorgeous sunrises over top of Lake Ontario. This is Hamilton, Ontario on the very first day of June. What a beauty. Now into Newfoundland. One of my favorite shots on our video list this week, the beautiful puffin. You can see taking in the view, wondering when will Newfoundland warm up. I will have those details coming up throughout the hour. For now though, I'll leave you with this shot of this cutie, Newfoundland's puffin.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
Our meteorologists never lose sight of a storm. Storm Center, live on our app, website, and TV, always one step ahead.
This road in Melbourne becomes a river within minutes. We certainly could use some of that Melbourne, Australia rain over into Alaska, where on June the 4th this video was taken. You can see the smoke clouds billowing high into the sky. This wildfire is in Ambler Village near a landfill. It's about 500 acres, so that's equivalent to about 76 football fields. Another fire here in Conway, South Carolina. You know, we're looking at scenes very similar to this in the northwest of Ontario, in and around the Timmins region. So some much needed cooler air is coming to that area, and the potential for some thunderstorms too. And this story in Melbourne, Australia. You know, thunderstorms can lead to flooding and it can bring the ground much needed rainfall, but thunderstorms with lightning can also spark new fires. We all wanted the hot, dry weather across the Greater Toronto region. It was beautiful. It was sunny. The skies were so blue, but our plants said, okay, I need a drink. I need some rain. Maybe I need a little bit of cloud cover too. A sad Gerber daisy there in Burlington. The wilted basil in Ancaster, Ontario. Nadine, was your garden looking a little thirsty? Did it need a little drink this week?
I have to admit, yes, every morning I was out watering the plants, watering the grass. I put down some fresh sod in a couple of spots, so I was there watering away, trying to keep it alive, Rachel.
Okay, and look at me. I'm standing in between the two 11s here. 11 days. That was our streak of dry weather that did come to an end on Friday night.
Yeah, and now we had those thunderstorms that rolled through the early morning hours. Actually, most of the day yesterday was dry, but yeah, we had the rain, and we are looking at that risk again for today. But Rachel, it's not all bad. It's not all bad news for the GTA.
Yes, and I think that is such the important message that we want to hone in on. Yes, there is a potential of seeing a thunderstorm because we have a cold front coming through. We have the right elements in the atmosphere, but it's not an all-day washout. Nadine, I know you wanted to highlight some potential here for lightning within southern Ontario today.
Yeah, once we head through central Ontario, down the Ottawa Valley, that's where we're seeing the models pick up on that thunderstorm risk again through the southwest and around the shores of Erie Forest, Rachel. You can see in terms of that rainfall, Cottage Country picking up on that down the Ottawa Valley. Mid-afternoon, watch the GTA. We've got lots of sunshine for us. But again, down through the Erie shores into the southwest, that's where we've got the risk for those showers, maybe a thunderstorm, and then it's high pressure after that into the rest of this weekend, Rachel.
Okay, I like that model, Nadine, because it gives people reassurance for those afternoon plans if you have a wedding today or if you have a reservation on a patio in the city of Toronto tonight. Don't cancel it because that high pressure does come in pretty strong. Now, Nadine, let's talk about that cold front again, because as the cold front passes, yes, it could trigger a very isolated shower, quick to happen, quick to leave, but we do know that it will bring in some pretty strong winds, and it really sort of flushes out the humidity that we're feeling too.
Yeah, so ahead of that cold front, we've got those winds out of the southwest. It'll gust at about, say, 40 to 50 kilometers per hour as it's passing. And then those winds shift direction and ease as we head into our Sunday. And we've got some nice sunshine, Rachel, coming in.
Oh, Sunday, that's my kind of day. Perfect and beautiful. Monday, I love it. Wednesday, Nadine, what's going on there? We're losing those sunlight hours.
That's because we've got the humidity building once again for us. We've got another system that will be approaching, and watch that humidity really climb for us as we look toward the middle of the week. High pressure building in, so it's back to sunshine, but feeling quite sticky for us. So take a look at the number on the right, for instance. That's the feels like for us. So Tuesday, there you can see we've got those humidex values that continue to climb into our Wednesday for us. And for Thursday, Rachel, watch those humidity values even approach that 40 mark for us by the time we head into Thursday.
All right, nice and sticky. If you have a backyard pool, you certainly will want to be jumping in that this week. Nadine, thanks for breaking down the trends across the GTA this week.
Wondering how to read our maps, change your language, find a location? We've got you. help.theweathernetwork.com.
Bleu de Chanel, l'exclusif.
Having a little trouble getting into your bathtub? Wouldn't it be better if you could just step in? And a bathroom renovation is definitely not something you want to go through. So here's a thought. Why not convert your existing tub into a step-in shower? It's the simple and affordable solution from Bathway, the tub cutting people. Tub to shower in just over an hour. Go to bathway.ca or call 1-888-7-STEP-IN.
Lease the all-new 2026 Jeep Cherokee Hybrid from 2.99% for up to 24 months on all models.
PetSmart is celebrating 30 years in Canada. From June 1st to 3rd, members earn 10 times the points on merchandise and services. Then stick around. June 4th to the 7th is packed with tail-wagging savings, in-store and online. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
Please bring back our beloved grilled cheese.
Bring back the grilled cheese melt.
Can you just bring back the grilled cheese melt?
The people have spoken. The grilled cheese melts are back. Get them in classic cheese or with crispy bacon. Now at Tim's.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
Live radar, real-time air quality, pollen counts, historical temperatures, everything you want to know. The Outdoor Index in our app.
Everything you need to know about storms billowing across the prairies today and how the jet stream will play a role. All of those details coming at you right now. You can see some really strong thunderstorms were the story across Alberta this week, causing localized flooding. We are looking at this potential today within southern Saskatchewan and southern Manitoba. We're looking at this potential too. The risk for rotation is there, the risk for supercells. This video was taken on June 2nd in Carman, Manitoba. Twin tornadoes. That's about an hour southwest of Winnipeg. Now you might see this afternoon, the leading edge of a thunderstorm, and that will be your sign to quickly get inside because you know the weather is about to take a turn. Now the jet stream is really enhancing a lot of these storms, and I quickly just want to show you this before we bring in meteorologist Nadine Powell. You can see a huge trough in the jet stream over BC and Alberta. That's filtering in some cooler conditions. Thunderstorm risk is there, but not the severe risk. Where we see that severe potential is right along that border into Saskatchewan and Manitoba. That's where the jet stream is really adding that rise and that extra lift. So this key red zone here, that's where I want to bring meteorologist Nadine Powell. Nadine, these storms could be damaging today.
Yeah, certainly so. We've got all of the ingredients. That upper level support, those southwesterly winds aloft, and really the intense heat and energy that's building. A bit of a cap in the atmosphere, but if we get that cap broken as we head into this evening, really, Rachel, the focus of those storms is going to be essentially that Manitoba-Saskatchewan border. So Weyburn, Carlisle, Moosomin area bordering Swan River for us. So we're not only looking at essentially strong winds and large hail, but with a lot of moisture, we could also be looking at some localized flooding, as well as, like you mentioned, Rachel, the potential for rotating storms. And those are the storms, those supercells that have the best potential for tornadic development.
So let's time out the potential for some of these storms today, because we really are looking at that risk growing after the dinner hour. We're thinking these storms could go nocturnal too, right, Nadine?
Yeah, certainly so. Once we head through the afternoon, again, we might see a couple of those popping up for us, but then watch as we head past the dinner hour. So bordering with the Manitoba-Saskatchewan area, you can see those pinks, bright reds, some of those storms likely to take us into the overnight hours for us. So that's where, Rachel, we're likely to see those storms continuing for us into the early morning hours of Sunday.
All right, so we're still going to see the battle of the air masses going into Sunday. We're still going to see that enhancement from the jet stream. So Nadine, now let's look at that Sunday thunderstorm risk and how that inches closer towards the center of Manitoba.
Yeah, so it's going to be a gradual and slow shift for us further into Manitoba. So kind of like a similar area, but you'll notice it's a little bit more now into the Interlake region. So in terms of the timing, Rachel, for us, you can see that we pick this up on our Sunday morning, watching for those showers. But then once we head into the evening hours, the Interlake region for us, we're starting to see that line of storms move through. So in addition to essentially, Rachel, the risks, we're also watching with that line of storms the potential for some very strong straight line winds.
And we're also going to watch for flooding, because we know that there is very high moisture in the atmosphere, right, Nadine?
Yeah, certainly so. Essentially, this is one of the ingredients for thunderstorms, for strong storms. But when we get excess moisture, and thunderstorms do usually have the potential for essentially bringing us some overachieving rainfall rates. So we do want that rainfall for us because we know it has been quite dry, Rachel, and we have also been seeing the wildfires, but certainly the risk for flooding will be there when we get the excess rainfall.
Patio, beach, trail. Know what sun you're walking into. Enjoy our UV forecast and sun protection tips.
A group of tourists who weren't supposed to be climbing this volcano got a frightening reminder of why the restrictions exist. Video from April shows hikers scrambling down Guatemala's Volcan Santiaguito after it suddenly erupted while they were near the summit. Ash and hot rocks can be seen cascading down the slope as the tourists rush to escape the volcano's reach, a situation that could easily have turned deadly. The man who captured the footage said the volcano's ascent.
I'll just get you some napkins.
Perfect.
New smash burgers at A&W, made with grass-fed beef, only for a limited time.
to a perfect family vacation? Separate rooms.
Put the love right on me.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
Bleu de Chanel, l'exclusif.
The truck with road presence. The truck with a sport performance hood. 20-inch all-black aluminum wheels. Rugged black grille. And it comes with an unsurpassed 10-year or 160,000-kilometer warranty. The new 2026 Ram 1500 Black Express. Starting at $56,995.
Introducing the Steak and Cheese Melt at Firehouse Subs. Stacked with new tender, flame-seared prime rib, melted provolone, caramelized onions and peppers, top sliced, toasted twice and extra melted. Because firefighters do things the right way. Only at Firehouse.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
Spot a cool cloud or wildlife? Use hashtag #ShareYourWeather and share it with us.
That has to be one of my favorite shades of orange in the sky in Port Stanley, Ontario, taking on June the 5th, where temperatures got up to 24 degrees. In my opinion, some pretty good beach weather. Now, this region does have a thunderstorm potential today, and if you stick around, I'll explain all of the details. Let's take you next into beautiful New Brunswick, where the trees are blooming. Tom Nichols, as always, we appreciate it when you share your weather story with us. Some rain is moving into New Brunswick. I'm going to time that out for you. Western Canada, a very interesting weather story here. We could see another day of this. Southern Saskatchewan, southern Manitoba, you are in the bullseye, and I'm going to show you exactly where. And then in BC, the weather has been fairly calm and a little cool. A trough still in your backyard. Some of those numbers are coming up. It is Saturday today, June the 6th, and you are watching Weather AM. As always, it is a pleasure to be here with you. I'm Rachel Schutzen, and behind me here, check this out, a double rainbow in Lacombe, Alberta, just after those thunderstorms passed. This is just off the QE2, just north of Red Deer, and we could be looking at some similar skies today. Jeff Adams, you made me smile this morning when this popped up on my Twitter feed, so thank you very much for sending that my way. Now look, I'm standing in front of some of the most interesting weather information. Take a look at this. Within Regina today, especially east over towards Weyburn, we could be seeing some very big, powerful thunderstorms today. And it's all because the jet stream is sort of acting as a conveyor belt through this area. And it is bringing in some very strong winds. It will bring in some extra lift, some extra energy. We know we have a lot of thunderstorm energy and moisture in the atmosphere. So this is going to be a key zone that could be seeing the storms today. Widespread, yes, we can see thunderstorms across Alberta, but east of Regina towards Brandon, this really is the zone today where the storms could be more intense, very heavy downpours, potentially damaging winds, potentially damaging hail, supercells, possible rotation. So those are a couple things that we're really going to watch as we get closer to dinner time and then later. So here's a snapshot of the morning hours. You can see up towards Yorkton, we do have the potential of some heavy downpours here, but as this movie gets going, you're really going to start to see that energy pick up right around Weyburn. So this is where we could be seeing some localized, really intense heavy downpours, some strong winds with those thunderstorms. And then you can see a bit of a soaker as we head towards midnight into Sunday morning. Again, that region still looking at a lot of action, and that jet stream sort of acting as that extra lift, that extra fuel for some bigger storms in the area. Now you can see, again, quite a temperature divide. A place like Winnipeg, 31 degrees, you are still stable throughout the day today. And Brandon should be stable as well. However, as we go into tomorrow, Brandon starts to get in that thunderstorm risk. And then Monday, eventually Winnipeg will be in that risk too. You can see Sunday temperatures really dropping across Alberta. And you can see it in that 7-day forecast too. We're holding on to some of that action in a place like Saskatoon for Sunday. And a cooler week is ahead for Alberta and Saskatchewan. Winnipeg, though, still holding on to some of that heat. Now, another top story and a storm risk that we will be talking about today is all of this happening in Ontario. So don't go anywhere. The update will be here in less than 10 minutes.
Plan ahead and stay safe with the best app built for our climates. Accuracy right in the heart of your neighborhood. Download Canadian.
Alien Power ships daily from our warehouse in Canada and is delivered right to your home in Canadian dollars.
Look, mold like this could be hiding in your house.
And check out this fence, moldy and black. You work hard scrubbing mold, but it keeps coming back. Now there's a simple spray that dissolves mold on contact.
This is Alien Power,
The new multi-purpose stain remover with out-of-this-world results. Just fill the bottle with water, add in our potent formula, then spray. And watch Alien Power lift the mold away. This is an advanced formulation that breaks down the molecular structure of mold, so it dissolves on contact, penetrating deep into cracks and pores for a complete cleaning.
Look here, black mold can grow inside your washing machine.
Alien Power makes it so easy to clean.
Black mold is hiding under this mat.
A simple spray, and it's gone like that. Now eliminating mildew in the bathroom is a breeze. Even use it outside, so mold and mildew have nowhere to hide. An entire moldy fence finished in no time. No scrubbing needed to get rid of the grime. Instantly upgrade the look of your siding with Alien Power. Even textured surfaces like stucco can look new again. Dirt and mold can ruin your deck. Now, just give it a spray and watch the stains fade away. Don't replace water-stained ceiling tile. With Alien Power, it disappears right before your very eyes. Gone to another galaxy. It can cost over $1,000 for a professional treatment, but get Alien Power today with 2 power packets and a spray bottle for just $29.99 in Canadian dollars. Act right now and get a second set for 50% off. That's enough for 4 large bottles. Plus, we'll even ship it to you free. Try Alien Power. If you're not completely amazed by its results, return it for a full refund. This is a TV-only offer, not available at this price anywhere. So don't miss out. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-709-4360 or go to alienpower.ca. So call 1-800-709-4360 or go online to alienpower.ca.
For our blind and low vision viewers, the Weather Network offers regional audio description weather reports during our local forecast on the 10s.
We've got some pretty incredible shots coming at you here in Share Your Weather. The structure of the thunderstorms this week, wow, out of this world throughout southern Manitoba. You can see the leading edge of that thunderstorm. We also saw twin tornadoes in Carman, Manitoba on June the 2nd. That's about an hour southwest of Winnipeg. Now the skies, they've been a little changeable over BC. You can see Coquitlam here. Brad 604, thanks for connecting with us, for sharing this weather story. Beautiful view there with the mountains off in the distance and the gorgeous sunrises over top of Lake Ontario. This is Hamilton, Ontario on the very first day of June. What a beauty. Now into Newfoundland. One of my favorite shots on our video list this week, the beautiful puffin. You can see taking in the view, wondering when will Newfoundland warm up. I will have those details coming up throughout the hour. For now though, I'll leave you with this shot of this cutie, Newfoundland's puffin.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
We're social. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to see our trending content.
First week of June, Newfoundland is still snowing. Hey, some interesting weather news out of the Pacific. The first named tropical storm of the season. That is Amanda. Now, this storm not posing any threats. It is expected to weaken to a remnant low late on Sunday. Now, next up, the thunderstorms and the heavy rain. Well, that did pose a threat. Look here at the Deerfoot Trail. That is a popular highway in Calgary. You can see water bursting from a storm drain. Talk about overwhelming the drainage system. Now, this region does have a thunderstorm risk in place again today. And our last story, Newfoundland. Oh boy, the trough, it just won't let go. And it did bring some June snow to the region. It was only 5 degrees in L'Anse-au-Loup, Newfoundland on Friday. Well, that dry streak was certainly something across the GTA. 11 days of sunshine for the city of Toronto. On Friday, Toronto hit 29 degrees. So it certainly was beach weather, backyard pool weather, barbecue weather. The air conditionings were running. Now, as we go into this weekend, the dry streak, it has come to an end, and we are looking at more of a northerly flow. I'm going to tell you what that will do to the temperatures, and we're going to talk long-range trends with lots of humidity on the way. As always, it is such a pleasure to be here with you every weekend on Weather AM. The weather story, an interesting, a changeable story today. If you're looking at this icon and you're thinking, okay, I can't do the soccer game, I can't do the backyard barbecue, don't cancel it, because today is definitely not a washout of a day. I'm going to show you a model future radar that shows you where some thunderstorms may pop up. The risk for storms will be there, but that steady heavy rainfall, we've already seen it throughout the morning. Now we are getting into more of a clear pattern as we go into the afternoon, and comfortable too. 21 degrees in Barrie, a north wind is setting up, so some places may feel a little bit cool today and breezy. I'll show you how strong some of those winds can get, but 25 in Toronto is a little bit above seasonal, and that risk for storms, while yes, it is widespread, I can tell you the potential for bigger storms is definitely higher Bancroft east out towards Ottawa. As we focus right within the GTA, if you do see a thunderstorm today, it will be quick to happen, quick to leave. This model here is showing you its timestamp just of around 2 p.m. Potential here for some showers still lingering through Pickering and Oshawa, that 401 stretch out to Cobourg. But as we play this out throughout the afternoon and evening, there's possibly a chance out towards the Kitchener-Waterloo area and then out towards Godridge, the Huron shores. Maybe we could see a little bit of extra lift there. We could get some thunderstorms, but generally you can see the GTA is remaining dry as we go throughout this afternoon. We're clearing out a lot of that energy. It feels a bit sticky and humid, but this cold front here is going to bring in a north wind. Some of those wind gusts up to 50 kilometers an hour, so I think it is going to feel pretty breezy today. This cold front could be the trigger of some isolated thunderstorms, but for the most part, we will be staying dry today. So don't cancel any of those plans today. If you have a wedding today, the forecast does look more in your favor throughout the afternoon. The bulk of that heavy rain, it really fell throughout the overnight when everyone was sleeping. And hey, our gardens and our lawn, after that 11 days dry stretch, we needed that rain. You can see as we go into the evening, if you have dinner planned out on a patio, definitely keep that reservation. The forecast looks beautiful for the evening hours, and you can see into Sunday morning, we're nice and clear. High pressure comes into place for Sunday. If you have any events happening on Sunday, the forecast looks wonderful. Now, as we go through this week, you are going to notice that a lot of heat is going to surge into southern Ontario, and I want to show you the 7-day forecast. Watch this. We're very comfortable, in my opinion, on Monday. I love that weather. Look at the humidity. The humidity is on the rise as we go throughout this week. So you might want to jump into a backyard pool, and that's why you need to stick around, because coming up, 3 life jacket mistakes that parents are making. We're going to fix them for you next.
Spot a cool cloud or wildlife? Use hashtag #ShareYourWeather and share it with us.
Are you going to be able to keep it together on this one?
I am nothing if not profesh.
Don't make me use this.
Wild Cards on CBC Gem.
You don't need a truck that talks. You need one that shows up. Work days, game days, and these days. Because the minutes, the hours, and the days add up. And Ram is up for them all. Ranked the most dependable full-size truck by J.D. Power and backed by an unsurpassed 10-year or 160,000-kilometer warranty. Get 0% financing for 72 months on both the 2026 Ram 1500 and Ram 2500 at the Ram Make Your Move event.
A Wendy's 10-piece nugget small combo is just $8.99. And when you get 100% all-white meat Canadian seasoned chicken, plus fries, and a drink for just $8.99, yeah, that's just good Nuggonomics.
Too cold, too hot, or too wet to go outside? No problem. Stay in touch with your friends and family from the comfort of your home. Simply dial 1010-710, 1 the area code and the number. For only 99 cents per call, you can talk up to 110 minutes to Canada and the United States. For more information, call us toll-free at 1010-710-00 or visit 1010-710.com. Doesn't matter the weather, 1010-710 is the solution to brighten your day.
Bleu de Chanel, l'exclusif.
You're the one they call to power it and go the distance. So when the call comes, answer it with the F-150 Power Boost Hybrid. Get this F-150 with financing from 0% plus $1,250 in Ford accessories.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area. Want to access your weather at any time? Search for the Weather Network in your TV app store and access your weather today.
Time now to jump into In the Know, and if you have a backyard pool or you're ready for a trip to the beach, I know the weather this week for many Canadians has certainly given you the inspiration to find your bathing suit because you're going to need it a lot this summer. If you do have those plans, how up to date are your life jackets? Where are your life jackets for the kids? I had a chance to chat with Stephanie Bacalar from the Life Saving Society about 3 mistakes parents are making when it comes to their child's life jacket. So have a look at this, take some notes, and then after that, we're going to talk about the thunderstorm potential across the country today.
Woo! Is it cold?
Well, you finally made it. You're at the beach. Your kids are ready to run into the water. But wait, every year, Canadian parents are making